Yo, what is going on, boys, and welcome back to the channel once again today, where we are going to be grinding out with some 3.0 Xbow, a deck that is coming back this season. Xbow is on its way back in with the new meta. I think people just don't want to play against Dagger Duchess, so it's easier to just have an Xbow and not have to cross the bridge than try to deal with it, and that I fully respect. But, boys, we are going to be using today, and unfortunately, in an ideal world, we'd have two Evos in this deck. This is an ideal world, so unfortunately I only have one Evo. Not that that matters, we're still going to dominate, boys. So let's just honestly go for an aggressive start here. I know this is very aggressive, and we might get punished quite easily for it. But that's what life's all about. You gotta do what you gotta do, boys. We're gonna hopefully take this win here. So the Xbow's actually going to help take out the Royal Giant. We're not gonna take too much damage from it. He's gonna go for a fireball. Don't really think that was necessary. I think there's other ways you could have dealt with that a little bit better. But either way, we're gonna take a bit of a damage lead. The only thing he has going for him is that he will be round to his evil Royal Giant. So we need to be cautious of that. Make sure we have our buildings in hand. Make sure we're not doing anything too aggressive, so he can just go and take our tower with an Evo, because we won't be able to get out of it by just going for our skeletons and such again, because the evil Royal Giant will just destroy them. So what are we going to do? Let's go for a knight here, going up the battle up the left side, and the side that he has a bit more damage. Just add a bit more defense up that side in case we need it. We have our Tesla at the ready here in case he decides he wants to go for his Royal Giant. But we're just going to let's just go all out here on this right side, see what happens. He's going to go for the Royal Giant over here, of course. We kind of expected that. I think that's the best option. We're going to go for the log here, push that Royal Giant back, and hopefully we can take it out quite soon. We're going to pull out the bowler as well. Our Xbow's not going to get a lock, but that's okay. Because we pulled out the bowler, I'm not worried about it at all. Go for the archers here in the center, take out that phoenix, and then we'll go for the skeletons around the bowler just to full counter that with ease. So that wasn't the worst, honestly. I kind of glad. I don't mind that we didn't get any damage off. Pulling out that evil Royal Giant was worth it for me. It was worth that kind of push, worth the elixir investment, and if anything, I'm up from that. So let's go for our Evo Knight here in the back. We need to make use of this Evo Knight. Because it's our only Evo, we need to make sure that we're putting in some value with it. So let's go for our Xbow plus Tesla combo here. Why not? And we're going to have our fireball here in a second, which I'm going to go for. Just take all this out a little bit easier. Okay. I was kind of hoping that we could get... that's a bit annoying. I was really hoping that we could get something going, and that we could maybe get that last Tesla shot off right before the Phoenix fell, so it would have just took out the bomb as well. But we couldn't manage to do that this time, unfortunately. But maybe next time, So let's just go for a fireball here. We can get a well-timed fireball, take everything out, and we get a really badly timed fireball. Here's we talk about getting well-timed ones. I couldn't even do it. So let's go for the log here. Take out this Royal Giant, keep the Tesla up for a little bit, and make sure that we're not taking any unnecessary damage. Probably could have let that do a little bit more. We weren't in that big of a rush, especially since that is our stronger side. It's not the worst. But let's just cycle our knight here in the back, and I'm going to go for a fireball onto the tower. I know it's a bit outrageous, but you know what? You got to use your brain, boys. You got to start trying to make plays, whenever you can. Let's go for archers here on the other side of this Royal Giant. Hopefully take it out quite quick, and that's why we separate them out on different sides, boys, in case they go for spells like that, and then you can defend pretty easily. So let's go for our Ice Spear here in the back. We'll go for a Tesla in the center. Hopefully clean up this bowler a little bit easy, and that's going to get some damage off on my tower, isn't it? Isn't that just ideal, boys? Just ideal. Okay, let's go for the archers here in the back, and then we're going to go for another defensive Xbow. I know it's ratty, boys, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes to take the win. It's part of the game, boys. I'm sorry, but either way, we're going to see that. We're going to go for the fireball onto the right tower. This guy's going to start fireball cycling us quite soon, so we need to make sure that we're on that grind as well. So let's just keep going with it, boys. We'll go for this. We'll go for the skeletons on top of that, and then we'll go for the fireball here. We need to make sure that we're ahead of the game with the cycles, because if we let him out-cycle us, this guy's got a really fast cycle deck as well, so it's kind of a bit of a cycle battle at the minute. Let's go for our skeletons. We'll go for the fireball here. Let's go for the Tesla up high. We'll go for the skeletons here on the left side. That's a pretty bad Royal Giant from him. He needed to make more use of that Royal Giant big time. Let's go for the fireball here once again, and as you can see, we're running away with this game just from the cycles. So let's go for the Tesla here in the center. We'll go for the Xbow, no, not the Xbow, sorry, the skeletons, and the archers. We're going to hit the log here just to push that back, make sure it's not getting an unnecessary shot. And we can kind of get away with stopping our fireball cycles right now, but we're going to go for it here. We need to make sure we're not losing out to these evil skeletons here right at the very end. That would be such a shame, and we're going to pull away with this victory, boys. And yes, guys, we are back for game number 2 after a very intense win for the first game. You know, it really came down to it. We used our brain, we got going with that fireball cycling quite early, and we managed to pull through with the win. So we're going to keep that momentum going, hopefully. And it seems that we're going to be up against some 2.6 hog here for game number 2, which should be a lot of fun for us. Probably shouldn't have went for my skeletons there, to be honest, because I'm going to go in for the Xbow here and try and punish this as best I can. He has no big spells, and I don't think a cannon shouldn't do much against this, so I'm not really worried at the minute. We'll go for the ice spirit here in front. And I'm going to hit the log here to push this back, as well as do some damage at Muskie, get rid of the Muskie as soon as possible. And it's not going to quite be 2.6, he has bats, so that's a bit of a rogue one. Maybe he just has Evo bats and he's a 2.6 player and he just chucked it in. And I respect that, honestly. I did that yesterday with Packer Bridge Fam, if you haven't seen that video. I just threw it in, and it worked out very, very well. So let's go for... I threw in the firecracker, by the way, not the bats, in case I was wondering. But let's go for a knight here in the back and see what this guy's going to do about it. We'll go for the Tesla here in the center. He might go fireball, he might not. And if he does go fireball, we're going to punish him big time. But he's not going to. But either way, we're going to go in for the Xbow. He's going to save his fireball for the Xbow. Understandably, that's the best play to do. And we're going to hopefully take out... no, I was going to go for the archers, but I didn't want to give him double fireball value. So let's go for the ice spear here, plus the skeletons. We'll get rid of this as soon as possible. And then hopefully we can pull out his bats. I was hoping that I didn't realize our Xbow was so low. I was hoping that we could just take out the muskie and he'd panic, go for his bats, but he didn't. That would have put us in a bit of an elixir lead. Now, boys, let me know what you think's the better version of Xbow. Do you think, like, 3.0 Xbow? Do you think Icebow? Or do you think Pumpbow is the best version? I think there's a lot of different versions. Excuse me. There's a lot of different versions that kind of work all in different ways, and some of them are better than others for certain reasons. But you know, with the Icebow, you have the ice wizard, which slows everything down drastically. You also get the benefit of the rocket, obviously, in the end game, as you've seen last game me with the fireball cycles. That is a really bad fireball. Okay, let's punish that right now. So we'll go for Xbow here. We're going to go for Tesla in the center. I was going to go for the Tesla in front, but then he decided he wanted to go ultra aggressive up this right side. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to run with it, boys. Now, we better not lose our tower here. I will be fuming. Okay, we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it. I thought, you never know. Honestly, you can never be too careful with the Evo archers, or not the Evo archers, sorry, the Evo skeletons. They just do their thing, you know. And then next all your tower's gone, and you're like, what? And they're on your tower going for a 3 crown. It's a struggle out here, boys. I'm sure you guys have all related to me, though. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been in the same position where you just get absolutely decimated by some random Evo skeletons that you didn't even see coming. So let's go for Tesla here. We'll go for the archers on the left side, just to make sure we're not giving him double value. He's going to, of course, just happen to get our ice spear caught in that as well, which is a little bit annoying. But boys, it's always important that whenever you're doing the kind of plays like that, make sure you're going for your skeletons or your archers, whatever, on the opposite side, just to make sure that you're not giving them extra value with their fireball, especially if you know they're going to be going for fireballs. So let's go for our Tesla here. We'll go for the archers. We're going to go for the skeletons, and I know I just went against everything I just said and placed my archers right beside, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, let's go for our Xbow here. He's going to go for his ice spear. He's not even. He's going to go for the cannon. Okay, cool. Our Xbow is going to get taken out by that cannon, but we have a better... do we have a better cycle? I really don't know. Let's go for the Tesla here in the center. Oh, that's not going to be good for us, boys. The bats are going to catch my Tesla. Pretty good play from him, to be honest. Okay, I might just have to start going for the defensive play again. And you know, as much as I hate it, boys, that's how you win with these decks sometime. You got to do what you got to do to win. Let's go for a defensive Xbow here. Pull over that hog. We'll go for the log as well to take out the Evo. We're going to go for the archers here to take out these bats. Hopefully, can we take them out, please? Is that something that we can do? Okay, cool. Now, we'll go for the fireball here, and we're going to start going for our Xbows again. We're going to keep the intensity high here. We're going to go for the Tesla. Not going to... Oh, we are going to catch. Okay, cool. And then what we can do is go for the skeletons here. We'll go for our defensive Xbow in the center. And we'll go for our archers down below. Going to go for the log here onto his tower. Cool, we're going to get that taken out nice and quickly. We're going to lose this game. I don't think we can pull away with this late on. But, you know, we'll keep playing. I'm being realistic here, boys. You know, I don't want to get your hopes up for this. Okay, let's go for the skeletons. Then we'll go for the log. Yeah, we're just going to get out fireball cycled here, which is a shame that it's come down to this. But I mean, this is what happened in the first game, except this time we weren't on the good side of it. But close game nonetheless, and let's hop straight into game number 3. And yes, guys, we are back for the third and final game here against C Note. Isn't that the guy from Prison Break? I think it is. Maybe I'm just tripping. But either way, if you haven't seen Prison Break, great show, by the way. But anyways, let's just get started. So this guy's got the Dagger Duchess. So I think this is honestly why Xbow is coming back. Because everyone has Dagger Duchess. Obviously, a bit more as you go up ladder towards the top. I'm not quite up there yet, so, you know, I'm still down in Struggle Town and Champion. But nonetheless, so I think this is kind of why Xbow is becoming such a big thing, because no one wants to cross the bridge and deal with the Dagger Duchess, and the best way to counter is either just not cross the bridge. So, oh wow, okay, hold on 1 second. Yeah, either not cross the bridge and play something like Xbow or Mortar, or, you know, a deck like that, or just go for full beatdown, go Golem, and just never let the Dagger Duchess recover, which I mean is definitely an alternative method. So we're just going to let that Ram Rider do its thing, and we're going to go for an Xbow here on 0. I know it's a bit outrageous, but, you know, I think we can get away with it. Went for the Skeletons in front. Skeletons will keep that Inferno, I was going to say distracted for a while, but the Dagger Duchess is going to make sure that that does not happen. But anyway, Inferno is not the worst tower to go up against here. Simply because we have, like, one of the keys is just putting on your Xbow and spamming in front, and obviously the Inferno's biggest disadvantage is the fact that it's single targeting, which I think will be a good, obviously if you know Clash of Clans, you have the multi-target Inferno as well. So I think if there's ever going to be a Evo Inferno, I imagine that's what the Evo is going to be. It's just going to make it a multi-target Inferno. Probably up to like 3 targets. I feel like a proper multi-target, like 10 targets, whatever it is in Clash of Clans, would be absolutely insane. But I imagine that's what they'll do. It just seems like the easiest option, and probably the option they will go for. Now we're going to go and just start spamming down cards here. We should be able to defend this all pretty easily, to be honest. It would have been nice to get rid of those wall breakers, and that's going to go perfectly for us. Wow. Let's go for Evo Knight here and hopefully take this down sooner rather than later, so we can get onto the tower. That'll be quite nice. He's going to go for his Inferno Tower. We're going to get the archers down, manage to hold on to our Xbow for now. He's just throwing down everything, and this is just going to give us a massive elixir lead. And look at this, so we can now push up the left side here, which will go very, very ideal for us. Now let's go for the log here. Of course that's going to go for the Valkyrie. You know, he's trying his best, he's helping out. So let's go for the Tesla here. I know the Tesla's going to fall. It's quite bad placement, but it is what it is. Now we'll go for this, we'll go for our log, and then we're going to go for our archers here. And this isn't going to be ideal. He's going to get some nice damage here with the Ram Rider, and he gets the charge off last second. Oh no. Okay boys, we need to hold on to this. I'm not going to Expo right now. No, I won't. That's not the best idea. Okay, so let's just take that fireball value while we can. And then what will we do? We'll play a bit passively for now. We'll go for our knight here. We'll go for the Tesla. We'll go for the log. Oh, he's going to pull out the Evo Zap. That's kind of cool. You never see Evo Zap that much, but he's going to pull out now, and we should hopefully be able to. So if we just go for the Tesla here, stop the charge, and then it's also in offensive position. He's going to go for a fireball on tower, and that should be game, I think. I don't see a way he defends this. That was a major overcommitment from him, and if we can't hold on to this, then I have problems. Okay, maybe I have problems. Okay, now we'll just go for the Tesla in front, give her this Ice Wizard ASAP, and maybe I don't have problems. Maybe I'm actually, I put my brain to good work there, boys. Well, GG's. And yes, guys, we all know this is 3.0 Expo, and if you don't know it, I mean, I'm sure you've seen it before, I'm sure you come up against it. It's quite a popular deck. It was once more popular, but it's on the way back in. So if you're an Expo player and you're looking for an Expo deck, and you have 2 of these Evos, you have so much Evo option here, by the way. I probably would go Knight and Archers if it was me, but Knight and Tesla works well. Knight and Skeletons, anything really. As if you have Evos, just use them. I mean, that's how the game is. But anyways, if you did enjoy, boys, do be sure to hit that like and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all tomorrow for a brand new video, and peace out.